Hello, my name is Alina Williams and welcome to the Constitution Cadets. Today I'm here with CHS valedictorian Nolan Eifler and salutatorian Sabina Williams. Thank you for joining me today. How are you guys doing this wonderful Saturday afternoon?
Splendid. How about you, Savina?
No complaints over here.
That's great to hear, guys. Let's jump right into the good stuff. Which constitutional amendment highlights the importance of individual participation?
Alina, I'm so glad you asked. It is extremely important to acknowledge the freedom the amendments have granted American citizens.
That's true, Savina. The Ninth Amendment allows American citizens to have their constitutional rights guaranteed and ensures Americans can feel safe about their fundamental rights.
The people deserve to have their rights protected. Imagine if someone just took you from your home and put you in a prison without a reason.
It's funny you mentioned that, Savina. Shortly after the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor in early 1942, President FDR took Japanese American citizens from their home and put them into internment camps, which is a direct violation of their constitutional rights protected by the Ninth Amendment.
Oh, I remember learning about that in APUSH last year.
That's why the Ninth Amendment has such an important role in the Constitution. It ensures the protection of the citizens of our democratic republic.
That's exactly right. What can we do individually to ensure that these protections are utilized?
We have to make sure that we advocate for ourselves and that all of our rights are protected.
For sure, Savina. The Constitution outlines how we can individually participate to protect our democracy. For instance, the very first amendment gives us our freedom of speech. We have to speak our minds about injustices against ourselves and others.
It is our duty to speak out when we see violations of our constitutional and human rights. Also, it is extremely important to understand what your rights are as an American citizen so that you can respond accordingly when your rights are being taken away.
Like when my dad took my phone just because I didn't do my chores.
Nolan, I'm not quite sure if that's the best example, but if someone other than your dad takes your phone, commits a crime against you, or violates any of your constitutional rights, be sure to speak out to the appropriate audience.
Good save, Savina. What are some ways that we can speak out against injustices?
That's a good question. As I've said, we need to make sure that the appropriate audience listens to us. Social media is a resource that has been used increasingly in recent years because of its accessibility.
You could also make a report to your local police department or other government authorities that may be able to help, depending on the situation. But I think the most important thing here is that you speak out, even if it's to your family or your friends.
Exactly, Nolan. There should never be an excuse to not speak out, because all constitutional rights are guaranteed to us by the way of the Ninth Amendment.
Many thanks to our guests for tuning in today to the Constitution Cadets. Thank you for utilizing your democratic rights to listen to Savina and Nolan express the importance of the changes specified in the Ninth Amendment. Have a great day. Remember that America's future depends on your participation in democracy.